Dexter The Blade Jackson, 2012 Masters Olympia champion. Kamal Elgargni, 2023 Masters Olympia champion. These are your last two Masters Olympia champions, and we're going to do a comparison. Before we indulge in a little bit of a comparison, some stats here. The thing of it is, Dexter was only, 42 here? 41, 42? Kamal is an outstanding 51 here. Is he 51? Almost 52, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So there's that to consider. And also, a nice little factoid here. Here was your top three. Look at the competition, guys. We had the X-Man Tony Freeman, who got second place. Dennis the Menace James in third. Of course, Dexter won there. The small man won. What's interesting here, I mean, this is your top three, like I said. Now, fast forward to this year, just this past weekend, and kind of reminiscent here. Your top three, it's somewhat similar. We have Maxie Boy Max Charles. He placed second to Tony Freeman second. And Phil Clahar, he got third to Dennis James's third. So the competition, good for both. It was good competition. But the thing of it is, guys, as we start this matchup, Dexter the Blade Jackson may be on another level, but another thing that was on another level, Dexter took $75,000 delicious dollars home. Well, Kamal took 20,000. And hey, I'm not trying to diss the Olympia Masters. I'm so glad they brought it back. And furthermore, for the other events that they were only given 10 grand away, the 20 grand was actually probably double compared to your average show this year. So, yeah, something's going on. Now, sizing was difficult. I mean, Kamal's listed taller than Dexter if you guys check it out, but I don't do that. I did comparisons between a guy like Akeem Williams, both of them stood next to, and Dexter, he's just stands much, much taller in a lot of these shots, and I know I'm going to get some arguments about it. I'm arguing myself. Abs, good separation for Kamal. Dexter has some of the best arms in bodybuilding history. Small joints in the wrists and things of that nature. Just make this arm. I'm such a huge fan of Dexter's biceps, tricep sweeps. Now, the front lat spread, for those of you who thought Kamal is going to get destroyed in this, there is some shots that he probably would win. Now, keep in mind, Dexter's wheels are a whole lot better. The quad sweeps, things of that nature. But, I mean, it's such a dominance in the upper body that Kamal, and condition, I could see being close. Obviously, we can't tell from pictures alone, but we can guesstimate. So we'll say just for fun. 1 for 1. Go to the side. I always noticed a little bit of swelling. Mrs. Sewelling, there was a teacher. The swelling of his bicep doesn't match the tricep sweeps. And Dexter, again, those arms. And look at this, guys. This is, I always talk about this 2012 Masters Olympia version of Dexter as one of his best, maybe his best. Compare this with your 2009s, 2008s. I mean, this is Dexter at his prime. And I would give him the side chest based on maybe the separation in the wheels. A little bit better condition, I have to say. Now you go to the back. And what can you say? This was never the best pose for Kamal. I don't know if he had the confidence to open up like he generally does. I mean, the guy is in his 50s. Could you imagine? Dexter went to, 50 at the last Olympia he had? Look at the small little midsection, everything. Dexter was just built for this sport. Definitely. Now, calves? Kamal is destroying Dexter the Blade Jackson, absolutely. You could even see that from the side poses, I should have mentioned. Now the rear double. Kamal, more than holding his own. What's interesting is his lower half looks more separated. You guys always hear me say that, because some of the shots, they don't flex their glutes and hamstrings as much. Now, he knew that this was his shot, so he's sucked in them glutes and things of that nature. His Christmas tree. Now, again, I'll point to that just minute midsection of Dexter. It creates a artistry, a tapestry. But Kamal's a beast. Look at this back double of Kamal. Have you ever realized how good Kamal Elgargni's back double is? Traps? Things of that nature? Interesting. The abs and thighs, a terrible picture for Dexter. It's blurry, pan back, can't tell condition. But what you can see is the V-taper, superiority. Kamal has some good separation. It's a battle. It's a matchup. Yeah, a matchup that Dexter would win. And he also got, 3 times the amount of money? Plus almost 4? Almost 4? Of course, here's the most muscular. Of course, when it comes to the taxes, you never know how much these guys get. Rocky won. He supposedly got 100,000. And when Gazzo asked him how much he got after taxes, I believe Rocky said 37,000. That's over half they took. Can you imagine that? I mean, he had a car to buy, a house, things. Anyway. I'm sure everybody likes Rocky, the Rocky series, including Jackson and his massive traps. The trap size, if you compare trap size, I'd say those traps are $75,000 worth of meat, whereas Kamal's are $20,000 worth of meat, whereas $20,000 is a lot of meat. It's just that Dexter has some of the biggest traps of all time, so they had to up the ante as far as the Masters divisions are concerned. One more thing that I know nobody's going to mention this when they're complaining about the prize money. Well, there was a lot of divisions. There was a lot of money to have to go around. There was 212, classic, men's classic, just straight up physique. There was a bunch of women's divisions, wellness, bikini, whole bunch of them. So there was more divisions. There was more hands. There was more hands out. So, food for thought. Hit thumbs up on the video, guys, and please subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Really helps trying to get to that 100,000 subscriber mark. And then, of course, beyond. Have a great one.